Alright, what is going on, y'all? We are back with another video. In today's video, I'm kind of going to mix it up a little bit. I want to talk about three teams specifically, but I want to talk about the NBA trade rumors right now. What's been going on, based off the trade rumors, so far this season. And the three main trade, rumors I want to talk about, and three main teams I want to talk about are the Indiana Pacers, Philadelphia 76ers, and Portland Trailblazers. So I kind of want to do like a trade machine involving these players and where do I think, which teams would be best, fitted for these specific players. So with that being said, let's get started. First team I want to talk about is the latest rumor is the Indiana Pacers. I think it's about time they decided to go full rebuild. This is a team that coming into the season I thought could potentially be a dark horse in the NBA. Not NBA, in the Eastern Conference. I thought they could make a little bit of noise, make a playoff, potentially be a tough out in the first round. But as of right now, that is not the case, and I actually thought they had a major upgrade in the coaching hire with Rick Carlisle. Still a very good coach. Everything not his fault. I'm also pretty much kind of interested to see the situation with Rick Carlisle, knowing now that Pacers are probably going to go for a rebuild, maybe potentially retool. So it's going to be interesting to see, how that situation plays out, because I know he didn't go to Indiana to be in a rebuilding situation with him leaving Dallas. But with that being said, Indiana Pacers finally admitted they are looking to trade either Miles Turner, Demonis Sabonis, and Karis LeVert. Now, let's talk about the first player who I think can fit with pretty much any team in the league right now, and I think all 29 teams, to be calling Indiana Pacers, and that's Miles Turner. Miles Turner is a rim protecting big who can guard out in the perimeter doing switches. Can shoot the three, shoot at 40% this year. He's just a perfect play. Fit in a lot of places in today's NBA. Now, the teams that I like for Miles Turner to go to, number one, I think would be very scary if we go to Golden State. I think it'd be extremely scary. He's not a player who they have to change the offense around for. He can come in, be a rim protector. They already got defensive player, Kennedy and Jeremiah Green. They already one of the top defenses in the league. And one thing they are lacking is rim protection and big man. The one area once they go to state, got some question marks is that's rim protection. And that's the big man. They small, and I think Miles Turner being able to stretch the floor with that, with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson come back, and those guys would be deadly. And then his defense. His defense will anchor this defense even more. They had that rim protector. They had that big can guard out the perimeter. I think it'd be very scary if Golden State gets him. Another place I think Miles Turner could be very good at. It could be utilized more at Boston Celtics. I know over the last couple of years his name been linked to Boston Celtics. I thought he'd be a very good fit with Boston last year. They actually had an opportunity to trade, and get Miles Turner for that Gordon Hayward deal. They didn't get done. I still think they're in the age to pull that trigger and made that deal. That was a big mistake for them not getting Miles Turner. And then the third and final team I want to include, I think he would be where he fit very nicely at Charlotte Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets are a desperate need of a big man. I think Miles Turner at the 5, playing next to LaMelo Ball, playing next to Miles Bridges would be fantastic and make the team even more fun and exciting to watch. He's 25, so he does not begin in his prime. I think he'd be a perfect fit in Charlotte. Alright, now let's just talk about the player who probably hold best player in this deal, who probably where Indiana can get the most return at Demonis Sabonis. Now, Demonis Sabonis is an all-star caliber player. I think to me, I don't think he'd be utilized, as as effectively with many different teams as Miles Turner is, because he got to have a specific build around him. He's kind of been playing the 4, whereas I think he's the 5. He had defensive issues, not going to bring much defensively, but his passing, offensive end, his ability to score in the post, stretch the floor out at times, is a value in this league, especially on offense. And I think Golden State is another team that's been linked to him, whereas I can see him fitting in nicely with Golden State, and I think his style of play fits perfectly with Golden State on the offensive end. Now, defensively, I got concerned about Sabonis playing the 5 at Golden State, but I think Golden State would be a nice fit there as well. Another place would be Portland Trailblazers. I think Portland pair him up with Dame. His passing ability, being able to play off Dame, would be nice to watch as well. And then another place I would like to see him at. If they want to get the Aaron Fox, it would be Sacramento, but that'd probably be at least out of the 3 teams I want him at, but I think that'd be a pretty solid fit to pair him up next to De'Aaron Fox. Next up for the last on the Indiana Pacers, Kevin Love. Now, he's haven't had the best of the year so far. Been struggling with Indiana up and down season, but I think a place for him where he can they can utilize him a lot is Dallas. Dallas need that secondary ball handler. They need that secondary scorer. Right now, the only player that they were create for themselves is Luka and Jalen Brunson. Excuse me. I think Dallas would be a nice fit for him. Clippers would be interesting. Fit for him as well. There, I think his ability to bring instant offense off the bench, or you can plug him in at the starting shooting guard spot with Kawhi being out for who knows how long. Then be a good fit with the Clippers. And then last but not least, I think Boston, another team that can utilize Kevin Love. Another player who can give you instant buckets, straight that bench. He could be the perfect 6-man role for the Boston Celtics. All right. Now, next thing I want to talk about, Portland Trailblazers. I'm in the norm now. They need to blow this thing up. They gotta rebuild, man. It's due time. Love the fact that Dame is loyal. Love the fact that he want to get it done. Portland, his heart in Portland. I had nothing but respect for Dame, and if Dame were to leave Portland fans should have nothing but respect and love for Dame, because he done everything that he could to try to bring this city a championship and be successful with this organization. But unfortunately, this organization, did not and have not given him the necessary pieces to be contenders. And in due time, I think they just go ahead and need to reset it. A lot of drama been circulating around Portland so far this season. Dame, have tension with the GM. GM getting fired and his toxic workplace environment. My heart goes out to all the workers who had to deal with that situation. Never want to see people in that type of situation and environment. But I think Dame, CJ, they need, rebuild, man. And the places I like to see Dame, if he were to get traded, obviously I think Philly is a spot for him to go. I think New York, the Knicks, should be another spot to go. Those are the 2 teams, in my opinion, that come top of my head. I think Dame will fit in nicely. Dame can fit in a lot of places, but those are the top 2 teams right now that come to my head. Also, this last team ties in with the Portland Trailblazers, and that's Ben Simmons and Philadelphia 76ers. So, everybody know this topic been. You don't know how many times and how many people talk about Ben Simmons and the drama surrounding Philly and Daryl Morey and all that. Places I would like to see Ben Simmons go. First off, if Portland were not to rebuild, I think Portland would be a perfect spot for Ben. Pair Ben up with Dame, bring something new to the table for Portland. Dame would have his defensive wing that they really been needing for the last few years. Defensive wing, he could be used as a secondary playmaker. I think Dame and Ben would be a nice pairing. Another spot I would like to see Ben Simmons at, would be Minnesota Timberwolves. I've been, saying this since the beginning of the season. I think Minnesota Timberwolves would be a perfect fit today. I will do a Ben Simmons for the end of Russell Schwab. You pair out Ben Simmons with Cat and Anthony Edwards. Have Ben being your primary decision maker. Have a scorer like, Cardi Towns, who I think Ben Simmons, at the 4 next to Cardi Towns would be perfect for both sides. Party for Cat and Ben. And then Anthony Edwards at the guard spot. I love to see that lineup right now. Like, that's my favorite spot for Ben Simmons right now. And then, if Ben really wants his own team, I could see Ben going to San Antonio, having the opportunity play pop. Now the fit, with him, DeJounte Murray, not the best, but I think Popovich can really work with Ben Simmons. Everybody want to be fixated on Ben Simmons' shot. I think, Ben going down to San Antonio with Chip, who, in my opinion, the best shooting coach in the NBA, can really work on Ben Simmons' shot. Not only from 3-point range, but I think, his mid-range shot as well. And get him in that attack, aggressive attacking mindset. So, with that being said, I wanted to keep this video shorter. I could have, rambled on this video for 20 minutes, but I'm going to leave it at 11 minutes. Let me know in the comment section how you guys feel about these 3 teams. What type of trades will you do for these players and these teams? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys have any trade machines, crazy trade machines, send me those in the comment section. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I'll catch you guys later, man. Peace out.